Welcome to the Raise podcast with Carol Barwick. We're here to raise your confidence and inspire your creativity. This time, it's more like a season of mini episodes where Carol explores the raise word. The raise word is a word that will encourage you or empower you and at times inspire you to explore the word a little more for yourself. Each episode is just 10 to 15 minutes with the idea you can have a listen while you drink your cuppa. So grab your favourite drink and let's get started. Well, hello and welcome to A Cuppa with Carol. I'm Carol Barwick. I was in two minds about the word that I want to talk about today. I didn't know whether to talk about interests or hobbies, but I decided on the word interests, and you'll see why later. One of the reasons I've picked this word is because over the course of this week that you're going to be listening to this, hopefully, it is National Literacy Day, it's Read a Book Day, and it's also National Gamers Day. And so I thought interests was a good and interesting word to talk about. I wonder what interests you. If you have a kind of hobby, something that you do just for yourself. It might be creative, you might write, you might crochet, knit, you might sew, you might fish, might play football. There are so many different interests, aren't there? And I think sometimes we see them as a luxury. I don't have time to do that. But I wonder how many of your interests are really fueling your life. How much is actually enabling you to do all the boring stuff? Is it because you go out and spend time with friends or read a good book or do some writing that actually you can do the more mundane stuff too? Interesting, isn't it? I have a vested interest in National Gamers Day because my son is a gamer, as I'm sure those children and young people round about you will identify with. He loves to be on his games and he's on them a lot, a little bit too much for my liking, to be honest, something that we're working on. But he does have other interests too, and it's trying to get him to see that those things are the things that really matter. Interests can be physically, mentally, and spiritually good for us. I wonder what got you started on your particular interest or hobby. Was it someone else that got you into it? Was it a need to be doing something a little bit more, be a little bit more productive? Was it something that you saw on the television that inspired you? There are so many interesting programs on that can inspire you around creativity and doing something a little bit different. I wonder if you've got a unique hobby. I'd love to hear about it. Do pop us a comment on the Facebook community group, or you can pop us a message on Instagram. It's interesting to know about unique hobbies, isn't it? I think some people think that my writing poems and songs is quite a unique hobby, but there are so many people doing it. And of course, for some, it is a job. It's their profession, and a difficult one at that. I wonder if you started your interest when you were a child. Were your parents supportive of what you wanted to do? Did they encourage you? Were they able to put lots of money into what you did? One of the things that I used to ask my dad all the time was, what did you have in your hands at work, Dad? It was because my dad did lots of interesting things in his work. He was a gardener, he was a librarian, he worked in the parks. I really was interested in the kind of things that my dad did, and he had different things in his hands every day. And I wonder, what do you have in your hands on a regular basis? Do your hands need to be empty so that they can be filled with new and interesting things. Lockdown caused all kinds of trouble for so many people, and yet it enabled some people to start brand new hobbies and interests. Were you one of those people? Did you start to do something new? Have you let that go now? Why? Could you start that again? What was it that gave you hope and joy during lockdown that you could still be doing? I'm going to finish with almost a little kind of poem prayer. It's just something that I wrote a couple of years ago now, I think, but I really like it and I hope that it talks to you too. It's a nice, simple one. As I watch my day unfold, may I cherish what I hold. May I make the bestest choices, fueled by the wisest voices. Thanks for having a cuppa with me. Let's have a cuppa again soon. If you've enjoyed having a cuppa with me, then you can buy me a coffee. Go to buymeacoffee.com/Carol Barwick. Let's have a cuppa again soon.